Are my eyes deceiving me? There's no waifu on a Moondrop box? What the fuck? So this is Moondrop Old Fashioned, a pair of open back on-ear headphones, featuring a large dynamic driver, a modern tuning, and a detachable cable design. Guess the price tag? 25 motherfucking bucks. And I know some of you have been waiting for retard like me to drop the 9. So here we go. You ready? This is the audio buy of the year. Period. If you somehow have a listening preference that is close to me, aka listen to lots of female vocal, acoustic instruments like piano, violin and stuff, just spam a temples into it and one of your audio gear slot will be set for a long time. I mean a long time. Further explanation on that in the second section, but before that, unboxing time. And this is the box. No waifu? What a shame, but it is what it is, I guess. On back of the box with some specifications on it. Everything inside the box. Basically just the headphones and cable. Nothing fancy. A close-up on the headphones. The cable? That's pretty much it. Let's talk about build and comfort first. Build-wise, I would say it's really decent and surprisingly well thought out for the price. You got an aluminum headband with scales on it. The driver is not fixed and can be rotated in circular direction with the hinge. The earpad is soft, big and thick as well. Man, you have no idea how I need to buy an extra pair of aftermarket earpad for my good old pair of Course KPH40 because of how thin and uncomfortable it was. But that's a story for another day, I guess. Oh right, detachable cable. Don't even get me started on that one. With that being said, comfort-wise, good. Now, what about sound? If I have to conclude the sound of this set in one sentence, it sounds as good as a pair of on-ear headphones can ever be. Why? Here's the thing. Due to physics, bass lick is inevitable in a pair of on-ear set unless we have some kind of really funky earpad that creates a seal around our ears in the future. You need to pick your poison. Either you take a bass compensation that is strong enough to overshadow high-end detail and texture, or you choose an all-rounder route that shines in natural vocal and instrument, but relatively weak in the atmospheric part. Moondrop tried to strike a balance between those, and they somehow nailed it in their style, aka vocal forwardness, superior technicality for the price, shiny instrument presentation, and a faint sense of depth. Comparing it to COS KPH40 utility, I would say the later one is darker with a sense of fuzziness on edges. And I'm talking about it based on a Yasi pad upgrade as well. So TLDR for the old-fashioned, if you are lacking a pair of on-ear headphones in your gear slot, this is buy of the year. Will it replace any of your glorious close-back IEMs in terms of performance in pop songs? Nope. Even HD686 is not gonna do it for me. But for someone who has never experienced how a high-fidelity, properly tuned voice sounds like on a large dynamic driver, this is the cheapest ticket to happiness in 2025. Thank you for watching. As usual, see you in the next video. Bye! Welcome back to the casual sharing section of the video. From now on, let's just talk about stuff casually and forget about the AI generated rifle part, okay? Old man is too tired from work already and don't want to make it YouTube my second job that pay literally nothing in reality. In exchange, I bought an avatar with all the YouTube money I've ever earned, which is just around 200 bucks, and use it in this section. We good? Cool. This time, old-fashioned. How should I put it? It's basically a love letter from Moondrop to all the media consumer on Earth. A signal that has been reinforced again and again. You don't need to pay much for high-fidelity audio. If you have walked on far enough in this hobby, you will realize that sometimes you want things like IEMs and headphones to have a lock-in kind of sensation. Most of the time, speaker is the way to go. There are other times that you just want sound casually flowing around your head without your neighbor knowing what you're listening to. Being it just a conversation or your seasonal waifu is confessing to you in a news story. This pair of headphones, 25 bucks, as a placeholder in my gear slot, serves really well for that casual listening purpose. And thank you Super Refill for still having an eye on my channel. Never expect that since I'm just a nobody on the internet who seldomly uploads nowadays. If he is watching this part, there's one confession I need to make. I kinda lied. More like 3 weeks ago, I gave my pair of KPH40 to a rando who bought my 1970 XT already, since I really don't feel like using it anyway. So technically, the only pair of on-ear headphones that I have right now is a pair of antique Audio-Technica EW9. It's a set that only ancient audiophiles who had a dream of tracing the ultimate female vocal set would know about. And nope, I will not compare them because that's just too much counterfeit flooding in the market nowadays. And I never think anyone should spend an unfair amount of money for an equipment that can only do one genre favor. With that being said, right now, I'm listening to Alicia True and Columbia sings Lullaby with this 25 bucks headphones. I really don't know what to add. Guys, good luck on your next gacha pool I guess. Be it in real gacha game or a sea of audio journalists who pretends to be audiophile, when you have never seen them picking an instrument up and play even a Nitu tune. I don't know man. As a gamer myself, I stopped watching game journalists BSing about games ages ago. What am I talking about? Out of topic I guess. Anyway, as usual, have fun listening, gaming, or dealing with other stuffs IRL. See you in next video, and this time for real, bye. Ciao, ciao, ciao.